Hey, what is up, Spookinators? Welcome back to the channel, guys. And today we have a new demo. It's called Star Sand. It's a survival crafting game set in the middle of a desert. Now, this is the exact polar opposite of the previous demo that we tested last time, a survival crafting game as well. It's called Winter Survival Simulator. Now, I have tried this game already, guys, just to test it out, and I just want to try this out again in order to show you quickly what are its features and what I like about it. So let's begin, guys. The sun is already set as you open the door and exhausted pass out. Alright, we begin in this small building which we found is the shelter. Now the controls for this one is pretty straightforward. Tap for the inventory, place an item in your quick slot. Use that item by pressing left click, and you can choose items in your quick slot by pressing the corresponding number, which is from 1 to 6. So right off the bat, this game looks beautiful even with the sand all over the place. As far as your eyes can see, it looks pretty darn nice for what it is, and it runs smoothly with my aging graphics card. Now as we go down here, we see this lovely oasis which is heaven sent and life-saving. Now, though this is quite a small oasis, guys, there are quite a variety of trees and plants and fruits. There's, as you can see here, there's a pineapple. I believe I found bananas and a watermelon here at one time. There are also your frogs, and also you pick up items by pressing E, like this rock, which is very useful. Rocks are pretty useful in this game. You need these to craft your small knife, 2 of these actually. Now to craft items, you just need to press C. Look for the item you want to craft. There's the item that we need, and it shows you how much you need to craft this item, the raw knife. And to the right of that, how many of that material you have. So since we have enough, we can simply click craft, and there it goes. We are crafting a raw knife. So I really like the controls. It's pretty straightforward, as you can see. Now we need also to gather water. Just go near this water source, E to drink directly from the source, and you can fill any container that you have. In my case, I have this water bottle by default, and you can also craft your own water skin there. Leather canteen or a water skin. Let's check out the HUD. I really like the HUD, guys. It's pretty straightforward. You can see all your vitals or your stats to the lower right. You can see there your hydration level, represented by the droplet of water icon, your HP, represented by the heart, and your temperature, which is very important. Now after that, after you reach 40, it turns red, which means you will gradually lose HP over time. Now all you need to do, guys, is to go into this water, press crouch to fully submerge ourselves, and our temperature will gradually decrease. Right, as you can see, guys, we've normalized our temperature. It's white now, but it's still pretty high at 40 degrees. We can further lower that down by submerging for longer periods of time. It's quite hard. What I don't like is that it's quite hard to lower it even with fully submerging yourself. And why I don't like that is because the daytime is pretty short, and that could eat quite a chunk of your daylight time, which you can use to craft items. Because at night you will need to stay in one place, build a fire to keep warm, as you will see later. Now the game does say that we can lower our temperature by staying under the shade, right, like here, but as you can see, it's still rising even if I'm under the shade, guys. I'm even crouching right here. it doesn't stay under the shade, doesn't seem to work. So you need to submerge yourself in the water, and you can't really do anything. You can't craft items, you can't cut down trees. Now, speaking of cutting down trees, you just need to choose your item, which is the small knife, which is in the number 2 quick slot. So we access that by just simply pressing number 2 on our keyboard. Our temp is already red again, so we need to cool down again. Keeping cool is quite a challenge in this game. However, you can stay under the sun for longer if we can craft clothing. That you can craft that one, and you can stay in the sun for longer. And also you can craft clothing here as well. It protects you, as you can see here, it protects you from the sun and the cold. So that is why it's very important to craft these items, in my opinion, first. So we just cut this palm real quick. Okay, now we have a stick and a log. Alright, before we proceed to build our fire, guys, I want to show you some of the wildlife you can see in the demo. You see that if you feed the dromedary, you can tame it. Dromedary? Is that another word for camel? As you can see there, we just fed it. It says we can tame it, but I'm not gonna do this in the demo. But we can use it. It is confirmed we can use it as a means of transportation to look for other oases, because I did see in the trailer that you can go find other places, find other oases in this place. Look for probably a bigger oasis. Alright guys, we've finally made a fire, so we are safe for the night. Our temperatures should gradually rise, but we are hungry at the moment, so we need to feed ourselves. Alright guys, that's 2 whole coconuts, and it doesn't seem to help with the hunger much. And our fire just died, so we have to feed it again. So while we're waiting for daylight, I want to show you real quick what items we can craft. Now there are other items that we can't make in the demo, like the trail marker, farm plot. So it seems we can farm in the full release, guys. That is pretty good. And shelter. Now at first, guys, I was quite disappointed because it seems that we can only craft one kind of shelter, but I've seen in the trailer that you can build elaborate structures. You build your house the way you want it to be. So the building in this game is pretty extensive, so there's no need to worry about that. So yeah, that is the extent of the items in the game, which I think there should be more upon full release. I do hope so. Let's try to craft a bow and arrow, I think. Or let's try to look for food rather. I did find a banana here. Now I'm regretting giving my pineapple to that camel. Yeah, this is a banana. So there's another coconut tree. Alright, there's a sandstorm. Time to crouch. Let's eat through this sandstorm. It looks like our small knife just broke. Alright guys, the storm has passed and we've made another small knife. So let's continue cutting down this trunk. Alright guys, there's another danger to this place. See those? I think those are hyenas. Yeah, most definitely hyenas. I died from them the last time I played this one. It's best to keep away from them. Alright guys, we have a bow and arrow now. Let's try hunt some antelopes. I've seen them somewhere here. Alright guys, I did not find an antelope to try out and cook, but we did find a frog. We happened to get a frog, so that's good enough. We can still try and cook it out, see the cooking mechanic of the game. Alright guys, frogs cooked and we have dinner. Let's try and eat it up. Ah, nothing beats like frog meat. And it does satisfy a whole lot of hunger, guys. I think it filled up 2 lines. Alright, hyenas attacking me. Out of nowhere. I didn't do anything to you, boy. But alright, we killed a hyena. What's this? Leather, nice. So we got 3 meats from the hyena. It's pretty good, and it cost me like 3 arrows and 1 strike with a small knife. So yeah, it is possible to kill them. Can we retrieve our arrows? Nice, we can. Alright. Alright guys, that is Tarzan. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Obviously this is just a demo. There's a lot of stuff they haven't shown us yet, but yeah, pretty excited for this game, guys. So far looks pretty promising. It seems like we can travel, we have a lot of space to travel, look for other oases and other resources in the area, as I saw already in the trailers. So yeah, pretty excited for this one. What I like is that it's got pretty straightforward controls. The HUD shows you everything quite easily. If you look at the low right, all your stats are there, readily available. So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this content, consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and don't forget to click on that notification bell down below. This has been Spooky Ramen. Have a great day all, and peace out.